How does Pat get out of the wall? At the beginning of Shining Vale Episode 8, Pat is banging on the wall, trying to get someone's attention to let her out as she's locked in. Rosemary approaches her and tells her she's in grave danger. She tells Pat she is gigantic and has a terrible haircut, but she needs to trust her. She informs her of her son, Elijah, who was a cripple who destroyed her womb. There's one way out, and it involves killing herself. Pat tells her she'll find another way out, and bets her family are looking for her right now. However, Jake clearly isn't, as he's too busy listening to Bob Marley music on the old Walkman. All of a sudden, the fridge gets pushed open and it's Pat trying to get out. She says she found Roxy's ball and asks Jake to call Daddy, and then collapses from the exhaustion of getting out of the wall. It's Saturday and Pat and Terry are having a baby checkup with Dr. Scapali, and he informs them the baby is arriving early and will be delivered within the next 2 weeks. Terry asks if he knows a particular day, as he has the election coming up. Scapali says he has no way of knowing and tells Pat to take these non-narcotic medication once every 6 hours. He warns her not to skip a dose and no lifting heavy appliances. At home, Pat is resting in bed and tells Terry she doesn't trust Dr. Scapali and mentions his cufflinks being the same symbol of the necklace Ruth bought her. Pat says Ruth is the head of a coven. Terry agrees to look into selling their house and then tells her to take her medicine. What is Ruth hiding at her home? Pat appears to take it, but when Terry leaves, she spits it out and Roxy picks it up and ends up falling straight to sleep. Pat puts her shoes on and leaves and goes over to Ruth's house and lets herself in. She is disturbed to find breast milk in the fridge. Ruth turns up and asks her what she's doing in her house. Pat confronts her about the breast milk and she says it has a lot of uses. He tells her to settle down and she'll make her some tea.